Welcome again. If you have been following, welcome to my channel. Please do well to subscribe to the channel, and let's get on with what we started. So the last time we added flutter as an environment variable so that you are able to do things like this. You're able to type flutter commands on your terminal. All right. That being said, now that you have your flutter installed and everything on your terminal, we are going to set up our first project. Good news. Now, but before you set up the project, I encourage you to create a folder where you can keep all your flutter projects. So, but I will use terminal as much as possible so I can learn a lot as we go along. So if I want to check, I'm on a Mac machine, a Linux operating system. So if I type this ls, it means I want to see what is where I am currently. So these are all the folders that I have where I am right now, my root directory. So wherever you are, make sure you create a folder. I created a folder called Flutter Projects, okay? And this is where I keep all my Flutter projects, okay? So do well to create a folder where you can find all those things. I'm sure if you're on a Windows machine, you want to type dir instead of the ls, okay? So I'll clear my screen again. And then I'll move to that directory. You type cd and then you mention the name of where the folder you want to go into, which is Flutter project. I just start typing the project, okay? Just start typing the folder and then you can hit the tab key and then it will auto complete, and I hit enter, and then I'll now be in that directory. So I want to create a project inside this folder that I created. So every project I'll create henceforth concerning Flutter will be here. It's just a good practice to organize your code properly so that you don't get lost and then looking around for things and not being able to find them. I hope that makes some sense to you. So I'm in this directory. What do I do now? When I want to create a Flutter project, I do flutter create, okay? Then I give the name of the app I want to create. All right. So let's say you want to call it my first project, okay? But what we want to do is that we want to follow this convention which is popularly used. So instead of saying my, then you give space, then first, you want to say my underscore first underscore app. So that will be the name of the project we are creating, called my first project. Okay, when you are done typing that, you hit enter. It take some time depending on your processing speed of your machine, and then it's going to create a project for me. So my project after creation will be called my first app. So my underscore first underscore app, and that's how the project will be named for me. I hope that makes sense. We give it some time and then the project will be created. So yes, a few codes will run and then it will create a project. Now once the project is created, the next thing you want to do now is that you see that the project is, all these files have been created, okay? You don't have to bother about all these files. What you need to know that the project has been created, okay? So now let's head to the folder where the project has been created, and then we can take a look. And remember, I installed Visual Studio Code or Android Studio so that we can be able to read and see the code that was created. So let's go right to our Visual Studio Code, which I have opened here. And then what I'll do is that I'll go to file and then I'll open folder, okay? I open folder and then I look for the project where it's located. It's in Flutter project, and then my first app, you see. So I just open it up and then we have our project right here. Okay, so you should have this open here. You can see a folder called Android, another one called iOS, and another one called Lips. Now the lib is where we do most of our things. So you see the code concerning the app you are building is located here. All right, so the project and everything in it is located here. Okay, now how do we run our project for the very first time to see how it works? All right, if you are in your terminal still here, what you can do is you do cd, then you go to the project folder, which is my underscore first underscore app. Okay, I move to that folder and then I do flutter run. Okay, that's how you bring up the project. You want to start an instance of your project. All right, you want to start the project, and then based on the emulator or the device connected to your laptop or any, it could be a web browser that is open, it could be an Android emulator that is created, or whatever you connect to your device.